So can you cast your mind back for us what life was like when you first approached?
Oh, how would I describe it? I would describe it as full up to here.
Yeah.
I would describe it as the stuff that was coming up for me was here.
Yeah.
And in the past I had managed to push it back down or push it away, but I was at a point where it was there and it was just not going away. And I knew this was the time I had to do something different, and I had to try something. I had to do something else. Yeah. I think after the discovery session, I think during the discovery session there was way more came up than I realised, and I suppose it made me realise how much more I was bearing or carrying than I had given credit for. And so it just kind of all flowed out of me, and I think I felt even a weight lifted after that. And I think I just was like, actually, I think this is what I need. I don't know what this is yet, but I think this is what I need. That was I think how I felt. I was like, there's something here. There's something here that I think can help me. It probably supported me through one of the hardest times of my life. And I don't mind sharing personal details, but I still remember you saying to me, one of the things, even though I think it had been about some past memories and past experiences that were coming up. The whole thing around trying to get pregnant with our second baby came up as well, and the pressures that had been around that. And I still remember you said to me, now sometimes when people do this work, they get pregnant, and you're prepared for that. And I was in my own head going, whatever, to hear this, I knew there was something here, but I didn't quite think it was that now, to be fair. And within, pretty quickly, I think it mustn't have been even long after the discovery session I got pregnant, because even me through one of the hardest times actually that I navigated in my life. So, early on in the coaching, I actually got pregnant, which was a great thing because we've been trying for a while, and it had been something that I was definitely carrying. But within a couple of months of being within the coaching, also we were within the COVID time where there was lots of restrictions here in New Zealand. My husband's brother, or my brother-in-law, was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and we managed to get him to Ireland for 6 weeks. And during that time, I sold the house, and he did quarantine on the way back. And I was growing a human, running a business, and raising a 6-year-old at the time. And so I was coming to Human during that. So there was the support through the present of that time was massive and one level. But going through the coaching, I found it different to anything I'd done before, because in the past I had done things where I had, talked about the incidents in my past that maybe had resulted in the feelings that I was still carrying, and the baggage, or whatever you want to call that. But it was just doing no good. It was just rehashing it over and over and over and over again. Whereas the whole experience that we went through, just around going back and looking at some of the events that maybe I identified, and looking at them through new eyes, and thinking, and not discounting the pain and that was there, but actually choosing to just look at them from a different perspective through my eyes now, and stay back from them, rather than jumping in the way that I would have in that other type of therapy that I was referring to, was really helpful for me, because it helped me look at these things in a different way, and helped me process them, helped me take the gifts from them, helped me let go of them in a way. And that's not to say that other types of therapy, and I just have to say that aren't the right things for right people at the right time. But I tried that, and it just hadn't worked for me. It hadn't landed maybe in how I'd hoped, whereas this did. And so I definitely felt more hopeful. I think I was probably a bit skeptical initially, you know, because I was like, what is going on here? Like, you know, she's going to hypnotize me or something, you know. I'm like, right, but you know, I'm all in, and so I was. But you know, over the sessions, you know, I could see the shift in me. I could feel the shift in me, and I just felt lighter, you know, over time. And it wasn't like this big aha moment or anything like that. It was just gradual. I am so much, and I want to say stronger or more, resilient is even the wrong word. I am just a more calm version of myself, generally. You know, generally. I'm the mother of two young kids, just about to move overseas. But I'm definitely way more just grounded in who I am. And I've let go a lot of the past. You know, there's still a few niggles here and there, but I'm only human, like, you know. But no, but like I'm so much. There was so much of that kind of turmoil within me that was just doing so much damage. And you know, I know, you know, ultimately it was why I wasn't getting pregnant. You know, like we had been trying for a few years and nothing, like, and then, you know, Lucas is nearly 4 now, like, and Cara's 10, and you know, yeah, it's just, yeah. So how has life changed? You know, I'm a mother of 2 young kids, one that I didn't have. And when I started the coaching, I would say my relationship with my husband is better. You know, we've found better ways to communicate, and I felt more, because it was never about him. It was about me feeling more worthy to voice the things that I needed to voice, because he'd give me the world if I wanted, but I didn't have the, I just didn't think I should say it. And ultimately probably didn't think I was worth saying it. And so there's definitely, that's really caught me actually saying that, but like a real sense of self-worth now that I didn't have.